So this is how we can explain the Faraday's rotation, and where the Faraday's principle, now you have got an idea about this Faraday's principle. So let me get it once more, then we'll get into the classification. So I mean to say that the Faraday devices are being constructed by making use of the oxide materials like zinc oxide, magnesium oxide, and manganese oxide. Using this, the ferrite rod is being constructed, and now once it is being constructed, it works the microwave devices, which works on the principle of Faraday's principle. And these Faraday's principle can be explained as, where whenever a circularly polarized wave, just now have done it, whenever a circularly polarized wave, this is nothing but the circularly polarized wave. So this is a circularly polarized wave. When it is being made to pass through the ferrite rod, which is being constructed by making use of ferrite materials, and which is being influenced by the magnetic field here. This ferrite rod is being influenced by the magnetic field. So whenever this circularly polarized wave is made to propagate through this ferrite rod, then it undergoes a phase shift. Okay, we can see that earlier it was at this particular level. Now it has been shifted its phase, or it is being tilted some angle, and this angle is being taken at some angle theta here. Okay, so it has been tilted its angle theta, and that's what the circularly polarized wave changes its phase from 0 degrees to some theta degrees. Now, how much it is being tilted, it depends upon the strength of the magnetic field, and it also depends upon the shape of the ferrite rod. Okay, accordingly, we have to adjust this tilt. So this is how the Faraday's principle is being explained. And this type of rotating the circularly polarized wave can be called as Faraday's rotation. This can be called as Faraday's rotation. Based upon the Faraday's rotation, so this is how the ferrite rods are being explained. Okay. And let me explain now what are the classifications we have based upon these ferrite devices, and how many ways it can be classified. And the first one we have, the classifications are coming the case as, the first one is isolator. The first classification we have, that is the isolator. With this classification, I won't explain this because it takes time. So just only 5 minutes we have, so that I'm not going to continue the explanation. So I'm going to continue that in the next class. So please, meanwhile, do understand what is the Faraday's law, Faraday's rotation, and ferrite devices. Okay, next class I'm going to explain. Please do attend in the next class. It's been very important class. So this is the isolator is the first one. So we have isolator, and we have the next, we have a gyrator, isolator, the gyrator, and third one the circulator. So these are the three important ferrite devices which we are going to discuss in this particular ferrite devices topic. And it's been very important. Okay. So before moving out, let me introduce some few important points regarding this isolator. And we have come across this isolator. Can anyone of you tell me what is the functionality of isolator? Where we have come across this isolator? We have come across this isolator. And can any one of you tell me where we have come across this isolator? Put it in the chat box, or you can unmute and you can say. Please have an interactive session, okay? Don't just listen only a good listener. You should be a good speaker also. Okay, let me know where we have come across this isolator. Anybody? I want to get the answers from your side. No answers. Do you remember the microwave test bench? At least tell me whether it has been yes or not. Microwave test bench. While introducing the microwave laboratory, we have discussed the various microwave components there in the microwave test bench. Have you, do you remember that at least? Microwave test bench where we have made use of an isolator there. Do you remember that? Isolator immediate to the microwave source will be making use of this isolator. It's been very important. Immediate to the microwave source will be making use of the isolator. You could, I think, you can remember this. So this is a rectangular waveguide where we have used the reflex klystron mount. So reflex klystron diode, it is being used over here, and immediate to this we have used the isolator. And see, in the next class, I have to know, you have to tell me that what is the importance of this isolator and why it is being used here. I want to know from your side what is this isolator and why it is being used, and you have to tell me that at any cost. So unless your cooperation, that I can move out and I cannot go through it. It's waste of discussing and continuing the things. Okay. Fine, Andy. Now I'm going to end up the class. I want to know what is this isolator and what is the purpose of this isolator in the next class. Okay. Now by this, I'm winding up the class. She has to send an attendance. Then okay, fine. Thank you, Andy.